I am searching for an apartment in LA for under $1,400 a month.
That's impossible.
It's not impossible because we are at our third tour. Let's go inside. Here is the entrance. Carrying my groceries up these stairs once a week isn't gonna be fun.
Ooh, I love the natural lighting.
This room is definitely smaller, but the closet is in fact bigger. And you know I need a bigger closet. Little shelving space.
Oh,
Bathroom. Oh, that's so good. Water check.
oh, pressure scale 1 through 10.
Solid 7.
Hey guys, so this is gonna be another video. This is gonna be basically what do you pay for rent. It's gonna go over a couple ones. Not many of them, but it's gonna be just like a few in case you want to just see what like rent is like for some people and the amenities it comes with. Quickly just noting this video is from this year, so January 21st. And yeah, just gonna go over a couple of these. Kind of just break it down financially if I see it's worth it. I don't know obviously every city and area, even exactly where these people might be, but I am gonna try to keep these all in Los Angeles, but let's see how these go.
It's not working.
None of your other apartments had a fan. This apartment's about $100 more than the others, but that's a $100 fan.
But $100 a month?
It does come out to $2,000 a year. So, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think something some people don't check always, especially when you're like at the lower priced apartments. Sometimes you gotta test stuff because I know whatever the landlord has to keep everything working for you, but they might not properly have everything working for you, just so you know. Or you might even get it fixed, which I think they're required to, at least for California. But they might not in a timely manner, whatever that might be. But it's just like, you know, just check very simple things, make sure the light switches actually work. Maybe just ask general questions like, does the Ethernet properly work? Or is there actual, you know, is there a cable connection? Any issues with, let's say, utilities? Do all the doors work as you would expect them? Maybe at least the bathroom specifically or the bedrooms. Sometimes they might look like they're locked, but the mechanism might be broken. The landlord doesn't want you messing with like the locks or anything, but obviously you want your door to lock. And just, what else is there? Outlets as well too. Sometimes the outlets don't work, or they're kind of flimsy, or it's like you plug it into the outlet and your laptop just like the charger instantly falls off. Especially like looking at that one, but it's like the MacBook one, I know it's like that charge is like, if it doesn't have like a good grip, it falls out very easily, especially because it's not grounded, you know, where it has the 3 prongs.
I'm looking for a roommate to move in with me in this Beverly Hills apartment south of Rodeo Drive. Nestled in a safe, prime location, this unit is walkable to all of the stores, coffee shops, and restaurants Beverly Hills has to offer. This castle-like apartment was newly renovated and offers lots of natural lighting, as well as a fireplace mantle in the living room and a washer-dryer in the courtyard. It has a cute little kitchen with crown molding.
I'm gonna pause a little bit there. I know some people really want to say they just live in Beverly Hills, just to say they live in Beverly Hills. Sometimes it is convenient, or maybe you live or your work's nearby. I will say that, I mean, that was about $3,000 a month, which is pretty pricey, especially, you know, when you're on the younger side, you might not be earning as much. Even they're earning like an average salary at, let's say, your 20s, where I don't know what an average salary is. Maybe I'll just like pop it up and tell you what that is. But let's say you just have a decent job and everything, you want to live closer to work, especially Beverly Hills, where there might be a lot of opportunity as well too. Some of them like this has like a lot of character, which some people might like. Some people actually might love this as well too, where it has like the character, the crown moldings, just the windows as we see there. We could actually even see like the windows also have like the lion, the bars and everything in them. Those windows, definitely I see like the door handles kind of like the older ones, so it's not the ones that like slide nowadays. And it's kind of like trade-off. So you get like the character, the older character, assuming that's what you want, but you do trade off, like they might not be as efficient for the windows. The electricity might not be as reliable sometimes, which does happen when they have like older copper wiring.
All over the apartment. If you appreciate architecture, this unit is definitely the one for you. The 2 bedrooms are located upstairs. This is the first bedroom, and it offers, again, lots of natural light and a closet. This is the other bedroom. A little bit about myself. I work at a law firm full-time, and I maintain an active and busy lifestyle. I would love to find someone who does the same. In my free time, I like to golf, I like to read.
Yeah, she probably works at a law firm, maybe right there by Beverly Hills, so this might actually be perfectly convenient for her. She likes how quiet it is, which I will say most of Beverly Hills is pretty quiet. I mean, they have their own police department as well too, a lot of private security as well, and I mean, it seems really calm. I mean, we're not really hearing cars pass by unless that was muted for any reason, but it seems calm, tranquil. I guess you wouldn't have to worry about that. I want to see the bathroom feature, or if it does have one.
I design clothes and I love to go traveling. I'm from Orange County and I'm moving to LA beginning of April. The bedroom is going for $2,295 a month. There is street parking available with a permit, and the shower and bathtub are located upstairs while the toilet is located downstairs. Let me know if you have any questions.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting that the bathroom is like on one floor and the shower is on a different floor. It's like, I wish they would have remodeled it in terms of like, we did see that bathroom was a bit remodeled. They should have just like expanded it or even make eat into the room a bit, have a bathroom on both floors, which is nice. Especially sometimes you don't want to walk all the way downstairs. It might be a little inconvenient. We didn't even see it sometimes, I mean, no offense to old layout houses for Los Angeles at least. I have seen it where the layouts are pretty bad when you start getting like before homes in like the 40s, 30s, 20s.
Hey, do you mind me asking how much you pay for rent in Los Angeles?
Are you representing my wife?
What? No.
Oh, in that case, $10,000 a month. You want to see?
Yeah, sure.
Hop in. Just take your shoes off, please.
Are we driving there?
No, I don't have any money for gas. That wench took everything. But that's what's so great about VR. For only my whole salary, I can live in the sickest pad in the metaverse. Hold on, it's loaded.
Yeah, I want to just throw that in there. I mean, LA is really expensive. I mean, regardless of where you are, whatever, US or outside the US, take a long breath there, whatever side. Just prices are really high. I will say it is a struggle, whatever you're doing, even if you're just paying for rent, food, the cars, everything's really expensive. Tariffs are getting kick in. I want to just make a quick note. Even with tariffs kicking in, I mean, we haven't fully lost like our inventory of everything that's been shipped in to the US. Give it another couple weeks, maybe like 2 months max, and I feel like most companies' inventory will be pretty empty, and then that's when they actually have to start importing stuff with the tariff prices that they're going to be having to get charged unfortunately onto consumers, because sometimes it makes you wonder, like, maybe I should just live in my car, cut costs, don't rent an apartment, save the $2,000-3,000 or even $1,400 if you find a good spot. But still, sometimes it really makes you think, like, maybe I should just cut back on this and that, get a beater car, or move out of LA, or move to a cheaper spot, move more north or whatever direction, east, south. Can't go west because then you're going to the ocean, but yeah, it's expensive.
Okay, I know I was supposed to make this video forever ago, but I've been busy moving, and I have your guys' apartment LA tips. First of all, as an LA local, I want to let you guys know that most of LA is rent controlled if the building was built before 1950. So that was easy for me because
Actually, they know that about the 1950 thing. If it is true, that's a cool thing again, and being rent controlled 1700. Doesn't mean that it's not going to ever go up. Some places do have it where they pause it for a couple of years, especially during like 20 years, as you know. But rent control still means they'll still go up, but it's going to be very incremental, like maybe like 1%, 2%, 3%, 5% max. So it's very like controlled. That's what rent control is. But at least it's a lot more doable. It's a lot more maintainable. And obviously, your rent might go up. Let's just say maybe you live somewhere and it goes up 10% or something, or 5%. But you might not be getting those exact same, whatever, 3, 5, 10% raises every year where it keeps up with your rent. So your rent's just going to take a bigger portion of course, your income, which is not always a nice thing. But I quickly want to just note the video. This was made in 2024. So last year, in the summer, so not that long ago. Obviously, prices have changed a little bit, but it's nice that she has rent control. Let me let her continue.
Because I was looking for a vintage style 1920s apartments because I love the charm and the wood floors and the natural lighting. But the modern buildings are expensive in areas they shouldn't be because they can raise the rent a lot higher. So my first tip is to look for older buildings. Okay, also definitely drive around and take pictures of signs. I'd say 75% of the listings I looked at that were in my price range and cheap and affordable and beautiful were because I was driving around just looking at signs and taking pictures, because a lot of those aren't listed online.
Yeah, I guess there's a lot of tips, of course, when you're looking for like cheaper apartments in LA, especially when you're out of the area. It's a little bit harder. Once you're here, obviously you can start maybe price shopping, look around, start learning the area, maybe go again more north, east, or south, look for cheaper areas. Sometimes even you could live outside of a really expensive area for cheap in a not so good neighborhood. But again, trade-offs with everything, and of course you got to consider safety too. But I will say it's like it is a good thing to recommend as well to drive around. You might see signs, maybe there's addresses you didn't consider as you're driving, maybe just take a mental note, or you have your app, your maps open on whatever, your iPhone or your Android phone, and just take a screenshot there so you can look back at it or quickly park somewhere. Because there's like the main apps, there's like apartments.com, you can try to use Zillow for renting, Craigslist sometimes, or whatever, social media. Sometimes people listing their rentals there sometimes as well, which is interesting. I think it's a good point to drive around. You might miss things that are not on the sites you would normally check, and you might even see something that was never even listed, because sometimes, of course, some people are not very tech savvy and they might not list it online even at all. So you might just only have ever been able to find that gem if you'd actually saw it, like by driving by. So it's a really good tip that she gave.
I will say, when you are doing that, just because you don't like the building or apartment in front of it, if you see a realtor agency sign, still take a picture of it, because a lot of the apartments I found were through realtor agencies that had multiple listings around LA or in certain areas. Like if I was driving around Echo Park, I took a picture of realty signs there, and then they'd have like 10 listings on the east side. Obviously,
yeah, and those realtor signs, of course, obviously they're under some company, some management, but at least they can even possibly even give you other connections or other listings that you might have not seen that they might know about. Maybe even potential listings that are coming up that they could probably let you know about as well too. And just, there's a lot of little tips and tricks. I definitely recommend this. Definitely look around for older buildings as well too. They're typically rent controlled, as you mentioned, if they're old enough. Another thing is you will have to like trade off, you might have thinner walls, might not have the newest like finishes, the newest paint, whatever, the newest baseboards, or. But again, if you make those trade-offs, again, it's gonna be your home, it's gonna be your thing as you just like start like adding things, your bed, your lights and everything, whatever, your dog, girlfriend, whatever, or husband, whatever you might be adding to your place. It'll get more homey and it'll actually become your own thing, as long as you don't have like noisy neighbors, or you don't have loud cars passing by, so don't live on the big streets typically.
Further west you go, the less affordable LA is, and Northeast LA and East LA are a lot more affordable. So like Echo Park, Silver Lake, Highland Park, Los Feliz, Hancock Park, a great hidden gem little.
And that's also another really good thing to know too, like Los Feliz, Echo Park, and other things. I think a lot of people might not look around for the cities that they might be looking at. Like let's say you're dead centered on, let's say, downtown LA, but you're not looking at like, or there's like a very specific city regardless. Look around like at all like the neighboring cities around you, and you might actually like see some interesting things like in terms of pricing. Like even though you barely leave the city and you're not over like 2 blocks over into already a new city, that might already be instantly just already like a big decrease. So try to like look around for like the city you want to be in, a rough distance, and like look around there. Maybe instead of using like specific to city, I know like a lot of like search apps will let you like draw basically where you want to be, and just kind of just like draw around. Like let's say if you pick Glendale, for example, you could pick all the cities. Like you could pick Pasadena, you could pick Burbank, you could pick maybe a little further to like other cities, neighboring cities, North Hollywood. I'm trying to remember all the cities on the top of my head, but overall it's like whatever city you're looking at, don't feel like it has to specifically be that zip code, whatever, that city. Look at surrounding ones, and you might be still super close, and it might be even cheaper just because it's a different city. Overall, yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, let me know, like and subscribe, and we'll see how the next one goes.